Okay, we're charging has started here at the Hampton Inn and what's this name? Ozona, Texas. We have started plugged into a 350. We're at 10%. We arrived here. We are going to try to record this whole charging curve. I'm going to turn down the fan there. As you can see, we have ramped right up to 217 kilowatts, still climbing a little bit. We've been driving really hard. Well, 82 miles an hour. The speed limit's been 80. We have been also pushing a headwind, so we weren't, you can see down there, we only got 2.1 miles per kilowatt hour, which, considering the headwind and the speeds, is about what we pulled on a lot of these really fast legs. So it is 78 degrees. I expect along the way during this charging session to 80%. Actually, I think we might go completely to 90. I'm going to go over here and make an adjustment to 90%. Let's go over here, and because we can do that, normally we would only go to 80, but I think we'll go to 90 just to see how long it takes. This car has been super great. We've traveled at this point from Seattle to down here in Texas, about 1,800 miles so far. And all of these charging sessions on Electrify America have been pretty great. We have had some charging sessions that were non-Electrify America charging sessions that were okay. A couple of them were, like, we went to Moab where there was only one 50 kilowatt charger, and there was a Rivian parked there that had been there for 3.5 hours because they've got bigger batteries and it was pretty slow. But we came back in an hour and it was gone, and we charged up there, and it took us, we weren't completely flat, it took us about 30 minutes. So we have charged up 10% in just a few minutes here. We're still at 225 kilowatts. It's saying 29 minutes to 90%, but only 16 minutes to 80%, which I think is pretty close to what they advertise. This might be the perfect charge session. I think the fans are open in the front of the car. If they're not right now, they will be. By the way, we have been working in the eco mode. Around home, I don't really drive in eco mode. I pretty much drive in normal. But out here on the road, the eco mode uncouples that front motor. It does seem to make a slight difference. It's not considerable, but maybe over a full estimated distance, maybe 10 miles. So I pretty much ride in eco. If we're on the 2-lane, we have to pull a pass. Then I'll pop it back into normal for a minute because it does add a lot of pep when you put it into normal. So, but then right back in eco mode, and even in eco mode, it's not really a problem to pass. It's about equal to a normal car, what with the torque and all. So the what are some of the other things I'd like to talk about? I don't know. But the charging sessions have been really fast. I don't think we've had a single charging session that's over 30 minutes, and that was up to 90. This one here is going to be, approaching that probably, but you can see after just a few minutes we've added almost 20%, and we're still cooking along at 227 kilowatts. I know I was talking to somebody on another car forum the other day, another EV, and they were denying the fact that the Ioniq 5 really had fast charging. And, I guess the point of this video is for anybody who's considering an Ioniq 5 to know that it can charge this fast. Now, Hyundai really needs to turn on the preconditioning. It's warm out now. We've been driving fast. These batteries are the battery's heated up and it's kind of in the prime position. In the wintertime, this all-wheel drive Colgate. So you'll pull up to a charger, and you know the most you're going to get is 70 kilowatt hours, 70 kilowatt charging. And when the battery starts to warm, it might get up to 125, but it really, if it's cold, it doesn't like to charge. You know, we're into it 25%. We're still at 227 kilowatts. Cars like the Mach-E, they do 175, I think, for just a few minutes, and then it panics and starts cooling the battery and starts tapering down to, you know, the high hundreds. So anyway, we're cranking along here. I hope that some of the other people that have done, like I know Kyle Connor at Out of Spec has done some charging tests. I know that Tom Malogny at State of Charge has done charging tests on this car. But I don't think anybody's had the ideal conditions that we had today. So this thing is screaming along. I hope somebody will see this video and show both Kyle and Tom the curve on this car, because they didn't really have ideal conditions and didn't get these kind of results. So we're getting close to 40%. Oh, excuse me. So we've now put in 30% of the battery, and we're still pulling 227 kilowatts. So that, I don't know, that's about 72 miles in 10, you know, not even 10 minutes, 5 minutes. So I don't know how long we can keep this up, but I say we keep going. How about you guys? like you're here to tell me. But anyway, we're still going. I'm impressed. So we're easily going to hit that 80% in 14 minutes. So it's starting to taper now. At 43%, it tapered down to 170 kilowatts, which is still more. I think that's still more than the top Mach-E speed ever. And it's pretty typical of the top speed for like Volvo XC40 Recharge. Some of those are, I think maybe even the ID4 might be close to the top speed. So, oh, here's another Hyundai Ioniq 5.
Ooh, that's our first in a while.
Let's hope they don't plug into the same charging bank as us, but they're going to plug into the other 350. So that might make a difference. And I sadly would like to get out. Maybe you can get out and talk to him, Carol, because I want to keep this going right now. But so we are still pulling 170 kilowatts at 45%. And that's the way we're going to go. We might get out. Actually, I got to keep this going. I got to keep this video going. So I'm going to be here for 24 minutes, it looks like. We're just screaming along here. I wish I was. I guess we're going to have to wait for the actual final results. As I see as we're charging here, another Ioniq 5 is pulling up. I have no idea whether it looks like it is a lower trim level. It's an SE. Well, you can tell that because there's
I know, but it's so funny.
Yeah. So nice looking couple, beautiful gray car from California. They're on the same kind of trip we are, pulling in here in a slightly different trim level. Carol, can you get out and say hi to them? Because I would get out normally and visit with them, but I'm making this video right now.
I'm gonna let them get out first.
So anyway, we're still pulling. We're at 50%, still pulling 170 kilowatts, cranking right along. Hopefully they can have a good smooth charging session here. Hopefully that's not going on. That next 350 is not going to taper our speeds. We're going to know in a second. But even if it does, we can see right now that we have taken just a few minutes to get 42% of the battery back. So anyway, cruising along. As soon as Carol closes the door, I'll get my charge thing back.
Hi.
And we're going along. Yep. Okay. 53% still pulling 170. This thing is a charging monster. We have just super enjoyed our trip just because it charges so fast. We're going to see if this thing tapers a bit when they plug in, but and it's possible. So it might pull this cabinet down. Not sure how these are wired. We'll find out. We'll find out here in a second. When they plug in, we get going. We'll find out. I don't know yet. So far, so good. 55%, 170 kilowatts. Still cranking along. I think they must be up and running there any second now. Okay, we're at still pulling 170 kilowatts at 56%. We're just going to see what happens. Like, I know it's some older Tesla chargers. If somebody plugs into the charger next to you, it halves your power, but it doesn't seem to be happening here.
Can you tell them the difference between the 350 and the 150?
Not a lot.
That's what I told them, that you might want to share why that is.
Can you close the door there? I'm in the middle of this recording. So we're at 58%, still pulling 170. I know this is probably getting boring for you, but I'm going to let it run and keep talking over the top of it. I might actually fast forward a bit in a minute. Apparently at this particular charging stop, charger number 3, the other 350 is not working. So that is a bit of a bummer for them, but they're not going to have a big deal. Not a big problem.
They're going from San Antonio to California.
Oh, they're going from back home. They're going home. Yeah, so...
they said they've liked the driver assist too.
Yeah, so we're now down to 10 minutes. Actually, 20 minutes to 90. I think at this point, I'm just gonna let it run, get out and talk to those people, and well, actually, I think I need to stay here because I need to see where it tapers. So maybe
I need to get some air.
Okay, tell them it's gonna be fine.
I already did.
Yeah, it's not much different. Okay, we're at 62%, still pulling 170 kilowatts. 9 minutes left to 80%, 8 minutes left to 80%. Still pulling 170 kilowatts at 63%. I think I might play some music here for a little bit in this video and let it run. I'm not sure where it's going to taper. I'm gonna let it get out. Well, I'm gonna keep going here. %, still at 170 kilowatts. Thing is bombing. It's bombing. So I think what I'll do is just interrupt here for a second and maybe show you my rig for what I got going here. So turn that thing around here. Here's my setup. I've got the suction cup on the sunroof, a little extension, and then I've got down here on the steering wheel a DJI action camera, and it's shooting the screen. So that's allowing me to give you that whole setup there. That's gonna set that thing through. So we're at 68%, still pulling 170 kilowatts. There's somebody the other day that was giving me a hard time and about, you know, the phony speeds that a Hyundai Ioniq 5 gets, and it's not phony at all. It's totally real. So we got 166 kilowatts. At 79%, we're still pulling 166 kilowatts. That is charging at 69%, 166. So I show 4 minutes to 80%. We have 148 miles. So we've added 138 miles in about 13 minutes. I think it's been maybe 14. We're popping along. And those miles, I don't know if those are GOM miles. GOM being the guessometer. Is really hard to say. This thing is pumping along. I'm so happy that we're actually getting this, because I've wondered, I know a lot of you have wondered what this whole session is going to be like. I'm sorry you have to listen to me. You can always turn the volume down if you prefer and just listen to this, you know, put on your own music, watch the video, because it's hard for me to keep going and being creative and all. But it's been super fast. Okay, we've got 3 minutes, 80%, still pulling 154 kilowatts. I hope Kyle Connor and Tom Logny can see this, because this has been this has probably been the best charging session I've ever seen in this car. And I've seen some really good ones, so it's popping along. Okay, when it gets, I think when it actually hits 80%, I'm going to get out and quit talking for a while and let the car, actually, yeah, I think I'm going to let the car actually go the other range. Okay, so at 75%, it has tapered a little down to 120 kilowatts. Maybe I need to actually stay in the car. I think I need to stay in the car. So it shows me 2 minutes left to 80%. I'm not sure what that total lapse time has been at this point, but you can see it's short, and it indicates that it's going to taper quite a bit to go to 90%. But maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to decide whether just to shut it off at 80 and get the, I think I will. Let me just check a better route planner. I might just shut it off at 80. So see how far it is to the next destination. Oh, that's a charge point. Oh no, that's not. It's Electrify America. That's okay. Yep, we're going to charge to 80 just so we can time that perfectly and get the printout from Electrify America for proofs all of the exact time that it took to go to 80%. And we're going to know in 1 minute exactly what it took. And still at 78%, still pulling 122 kilowatts. And let's go. We're going to go here. This is a true 10 to 80% charge. This is excellent. This is almost like Kyle and Tom Malogny would do. Here I am, just some road tripper tripping on the road. And there we go, we're over. Let's see what it was.